What is up, guys? Today we are out here at White River Disc Golf Course, Auburn, Washington. I actually played around out here earlier. My guy Ronnie showed me around, so I know the lines, kind of laced them as well. But the first time through the track for me always seems to go the best. We're knocking off the rust. Today is like my first day playing in about a week. Just moved back into the van yesterday. We're hitting the road, gonna be hitting a lot of the southern Washington, or at least south of Seattle courses over the next month or so. And I'm excited to play some new courses, play some good disc golf. Let's get right into it.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this disc sport.
Today we're gonna be playing the Winter Blues, which is the long tees to whatever basket is in. Hole number 1, dead straight, 275 feet. Go in the hole. Oh, so good. Love this for hole 1, just a putter laser. Couldn't be more excited to be down like south of Seattle. So many new courses to play. Although I'm gonna be playing tons of new courses in the next few weeks, this is now my new favorite course in Washington. It plays my style, my game so well. It's a lot of, hyzer flips or a little late turns. You could throw forehands, but today I was going backhands and just tons of nice wooded lines, but super fair. Hole number 2, 309 feet, dead straight. Basket's tucked a little bit off to the left. We're gonna go brand new Ledgestone Z Buzz SS, but it's like a Z Glow that's honestly more like ESP. I don't know, it's interesting. Picked this up from Mando's Disc Golf Shop here in Auburn this morning. They posted it on Instagram the other day, and I was like, I need it. But, oh, it was flying amazing all day, I promise. I really like this hole because it's nice and tight. The right side trees here, these ones right there, keep it so that you really gotta keep the shot skinny, and makes it a challenge. It's a simple hole, but you really gotta hit a nice line. Obviously not my best showing there, but this course was fun because, and you guys will see, but the whole time through I was waiting for a hole that I just like didn't really like, and there was really only like one hole where I was like, not a fan of this one. And other than that, it's just my style of golf. Little PX3 spinner. I won't lie, guys, I was trying to run that. Hole number 3, 368 feet. Fun little hole here. The basket is pretty much tucked, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 left of kind of the tree line here. It's about to start downpouring. There's a massive dark cloud. I'm toast. Anyways, you have to just wrap the backside of that tree to kind of get it to swing over. We're gonna go super beat up Firebird SS, nice and high. Love it. Beat the tree. Just into the tree. Just trying to really get a good release. Hole number 4, 430 feet, par 4. Hopefully you can see the basket off to the right there. It's actually an island hole, so you got probably 375, kind of just open, little low ceiling shot here. You can't go big hyzer, there's a Mando, and then a little 100-foot pitch up, hopefully, as long as you throw a good shot. We're gonna go banana sphinx here. Would have liked a little bit more, but cannot complain with the ceiling. Little pitch up. This island is pretty small. It is like 5 to 10 feet on the backside. You probably got, I don't even think you actually got the circle on the front. So, little A3. That's it. Perfect. This hole is probably one of the ones where you just simply cannot come up short of the island, because then you'd have to take it all the way back. As long as you go long, The worst you can really do is a 4. Got the Bogeys PA3s. Looks like a lot of these are landing. How you guys liking them? I am absolutely loving them. Still working on getting this pair beat up. PA3's so good, but for putting, the fresh ones always have that little bit of bite at the end, and once you beat them up and they hold straighter a little longer, really can't be beat. I'm so glad I'm under these trees right now. Guys, today's weather is wild. It's like beautiful, 50, sunny, and then it's just downpouring rain. It makes no sense. It does make sense, actually. I'm in Washington. It's just really annoying. Anyways, hole 5, 259, little push forehand. Keep it low. Really got to get right at the end. We're going to go Color Glow Ultra here. Miss that? Oh, are you kidding me? I guess while I hide out and wait for this rain to pass, I just want to talk a little bit about the Bogeys drop. Guys, I can't thank you enough. These things did so well. Super stoked to bring you the Bogeys PA3. Probably going to run this stamp again throughout the year. Some other molds, whatever we need to do. But mainly, I want to thank you guys for supporting this, because over the last week I was moving out of my place, moving back in the van, super busy as well as horrible weather. And it kind of just allowed me to take a little time off from filming and not be super stressed about money, about, you know, putting out videos, making money, because the drop went super well, and it was great. So I can't thank you guys enough. Makes weeks like this in the life much easier. So hope you guys are enjoying them. It looks like a lot of them are getting delivered over the last couple days, so I'm stoked. Hope you are too. This damn tree, all you got to do is beat it. So funny story, and by funny story I mean not that funny of a story. I've been messing around with some, I guess, glidier putters for like C2 bids, and I was at Mando's today and I picked up this old 2014 Pro-D magnet. And the magnet's a money disc. It's just dead straight, high glide. And I was running a bunch of C2 bids with it today. And then there's a hole later on. I'll show you. Long story short, it's gone. It's in the river. It's gonzo, probably miles away at this point. And I guess the reason I bring that up is because I can't putt this damn far. All it is just a little layup for me. That was a little hard, I won't lie, but I'm trying to just commit my putts nice and flat, and let's not worry about that type of stuff. But on one of these, I probably got it. Hole 6, 300 feet, beautiful little turnover here. Buzz SS, gonna try and give it a little height. Oh, that was almost so good. So I like to think of myself as like a natural player. Like I just learned to throw because I've been playing for so long, and if I let it flow naturally, I throw some really nice lines. And sometimes players like that play courses blind really well, because you kind of just have somebody either explain the shot shape, or you see the shot shape and you're like, okay, if that's what you do, I'll just try and do that. And then it ends up being pretty good. And maybe a little bit of luck involved. But a lot of times I feel like that second round you come out and you're trying to recreate perfectly all those first shots you threw blind, just kind of letting the game flow, and you mess them, you know, you don't even mess them up, you just miss that line by a little bit. And it's like that first round blind might just be a great one, you know, score great. And the second one is like the worst round you'll ever play on that course, because you're trying to recreate kind of that blind magic. But then after that, you really get to dial in the course and kind of figure it out. But I see that trend, at least with myself, quite a bit. That was fucking horrible. So nowadays, they're calling that little pitch throw the old Ezra Robbins spin. But if you're a real OG disc golfer, you might know that as the old AG punch throw, the Alex Geisinger punch throw. And I used to be pretty good at it. And then I didn't do it for a long time. I don't really know why, and now I suck at it. So, no harm done, par. Hole 7, 363 feet. I was walking up to this hole, and I was like, what hole is this? I haven't played it. And then I now realize we played from the red tee earlier. It must have been the only hole for some reason we didn't play from the blue. It's a beautiful dead straight, like Buzz SS shot. But now we got a 360-foot little push hyzer. I love it. Little Firebird. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pretty solid shot here. Really trying to work in this here Firebird. Super flippy one on some nice push lines. Oh, just needed it to be a little, nope, flatter. It just hurts when you played around earlier and you got like a ton of birdies, and then now you know you're just slightly off and just not getting them. But that is obviously part of the game, and one of the main reasons I'm actually out here filming tonight is that I'm a little fatigued. I already played around, you know, I went, ate lunch, whatever, and then kind of wanted to like warm back up, film to, you know, take a little bit of the focus away from the playing, and then try and come out here and shoot another solid round. I actually have another tournament coming up this weekend at South Fork in North Bend, Washington. Little 2-round, 1-day C-tier. Gonna be filming a practice round as well as getting both of the rounds filmed. Gonna bring you guys probably a little commentary coverage of both rounds. My buddy Jaden, you've seen him on some videos, probably not for a while, but he's actually swinging through Washington, so he's gonna help me film. Hopefully it goes well. That's another course that I think plays really well for my game. Gotta get a lot of birdies out there, but I'm excited for it. Hole number 8, 235, but I actually think it's in a new, even longer position because it's in the third sleeve, so it's probably more like 235 or 265, maybe like 270. This is my second least favorite hole on the course. I mean, there's a line, but you kind of just throw a hyzer and hope for the best. We're gonna go A3. Oh my gosh, if you guys could see, you probably could see that gap I just hit. That was nuts. Do got some trees to beat here. These trees back here are nuts. Hole number 9. We're currently 1 under par through 8, which is not great. So we're gonna try and finish strong, get some birdies. We'll buzz assess up the gut here, 270 feet. Gotta give it height. Yes! Beat that. Deep. Hole 10, 297. Beautiful push hyzer, my type of hole. We're going zone SS. I think that's parked. That was the ugliest putt ever. I can only putt one right now. Hole 11, 280 feet. Based on the rhythm of today, I honestly want to go backhand, but I think we're just gonna go the easier ultra forehand here. Still gotta hit the same gap, but as long as you hit the gap, it should be all right. So good. Skip in, sit. Thank you. So I won't say I've been like working hard on my forehand because I've barely thrown discs in the last couple weeks, but I've been consciously putting effort into when I throw the forehands, really trying to figure the swing back out. Now as the season's kind of kicking off, the weather's getting better and whatnot, I'm really trying to dial it back in and be confident in it. And today I threw a few forehands and I'm feeling good with the release again, so I'm hoping that leads to some smooth forehands again, because it was not feeling great for a little while. This is literally the only thing I wanted to not happen. I was behind this bush earlier and you pretty much don't have a putt. I might be able to just pretty much gonna have to like spin it through the branches here. Oh, let's go. Hole number 12. It says it plays 395. Threw a few shots on it earlier and I thought they're horrible and short and they're pretty much parked. So I feel like it plays more like 360 maybe. Beautiful push hyzer here. I kind of want to just go buzz assess, but I'm going to stick to the Bonanza Sphinx on a nice little finessey shot, and hopefully it pays off. Otherwise, I think moving forward, it's a mid-range. Too straight. It's got to kick left. A little too straight. Dang. Thought the little wind left to right would kind of lift it. It didn't. So here's a little glimpse of what we're dealing with. Basically, it's like a, I don't know, 300-foot shot. Wide open here, but the basket is on the hillside. Now, where the basket sits is flat, but then it goes down to the water line, and it's also still flat. But the likelihood of your roll, it's like a 50-50 shot that your disc is gone. So, kind of sucks. This is where my new beloved magnet went to die earlier, and I'm very sad it's already gone. Good thing is, it should hit and stick. It didn't. We'll see. I was not expecting to birdie this hole, that is for sure. This is kind of one where I'm like, you know, pitch it up here, pitch down, take your par, get out. Hole 14, 350. Just a nice little hyzer. It's actually to a raised basket though. It's kind of hard to tell, but it is kind of a bowl. So if you pin it, you're sitting pretty. We're going a little Dayglow broad bird here. Trying to beat one of these bad girls in. As some of you may know, or you may have picked up on, I've been really cycling through like the control driver slot this winter. Really trying a bunch. Funny enough, I used to kind of be the player who I'd bag like 7 speeds. I'd always have like Firebirds, but then I wouldn't have like 9 or 10 speed, you know, more straight control drivers. I don't know why. I never gelled with them. And then, you know, I've been throwing the feedback a bit, the PDs, like all sorts of variations, and I've really enjoyed them. But what I find is that there's no more confident disc in my hand than a Firebird. And I'm lucky enough to have a bunch of super beat up Firebirds. I actually have one Firebird and then a back, like another one that's almost there, that I can actually get the late turn. So literally a Firebird SS. I'm pretty much seeing if my fairway needs can be completely covered by Firebirds. Varying stabilities. I know that sounds crazy, James. I know you're watching this probably, and you're like, you hypocrite. But so we're trying to beat this one in, is basically what I'm trying to say here. Because we got super flip Firebird. We got my OG yellow PFN that is like flip up, but still hyzer Firebird. And then we got a white Broadbird that is like pretty stable, traditional Firebird. And then we got this one that's a freshie. And it's got some stability right now, but I can tell it's one that is going to quickly beat in to be a nice straight one. So we're just pretty much starting the process of working in another one. And this one, Dayglow with red swirls on the back, so hard to beat. So I try not to like consume content of fellow creators and my friends to like steal ideas and stuff, or not even steal the ideas, but I try not to be too influenced because I just want to do my own thing. But I do like when I pick up little notes of wisdom that really like speak to me, I guess. And I watched Bedanza's video today that I'm filming. It's his new series where he's trying to, I think, shoot like 1,000 rated at all the Denver courses. I'm sure you saw it. And he talked about how, I think in some like foundation challenges, I think they do this because I watched Hunter's last beat break 68, I think. And he like restarted 2 times. I think they have a rule where like, if you went bogey, you can just restart because it's like, what are we doing out here? And Bedanza was like, I thought about doing that, you know, but as a player who's confident in their abilities, if you're on a course, like kind of just your local courses, you know, not like a pro tour, and you start bogey, there's actually no reason you shouldn't still be able to shoot 1,000 rated, because most of the time those courses, every single hole is birdiable. So you just got to go out and like finish the job. And that's kind of how I felt today when I started pretty slow on this round. I wasn't getting any birdies, and then I was like, I kind of just decided to start getting the birdies, and I was like, it's kind of the same thing. You know, you can either look at it as like, damn, I'm not playing great, or you can look at it as like, Well, actually, I have the skill set to birdie the rest, so I'm gonna try my best to get as many as possible. Just saying, I guess that I really, that little word of wisdom or idea definitely like spoke to me. But watch this. I don't think you guys can see it actually, but there's a tone pole, which I would assume is the old basket over here. So we just call that the double birdie. Funny enough, PX3 was in that exact same spot earlier because I did the same thing. I don't know if this hole is like part of the normal layout or not. I'm trying to take my score on UDisc right now, and it's like not showing up. But I played it earlier, and it's like the sickest, not the sickest hole, but it's a beauty. Buzz assess. So good. Gosh, somehow I went deep. I didn't even know you could like get deep on this hole. We're rolling, baby. So I'm kind of confused because I just talked with some locals. There's like a ton of layouts out here, and there's like a bunch of added holes. I think you can actually play like 24 holes out here. So the last two that I played might not be part of this layout, but I played them earlier and they're sick, so I'm gonna play them again. But now I'm like, okay, am I playing 18 holes or am I playing 20 holes? I don't know, I guess we'll find out at the end. PA2, this is like just a little putter, more or less straight because there's a drop off behind the basket. Way too low. Dang it. Horrible. UDisc is messing me up because the layout I played earlier, a little bit different, but I think I figured it out. So this hole has a shorter pin here. It's like 330, but there's also like a 450 foot par 4. I'm just gonna play this shorty because I feel like it's actually like a harder birdie to get than the par 4. And I just like this better. Where's the turn? Okay, we got a putt, What do you guys consider harder? A decently challenging par 3, kind of in the mid 300s, or like a soft par 4 where, so if I just landed like this exact shot, I pretty much just have a nice forehand chip up to the basket. I don't know, I'm always one for a hard par. Wouldn't even consider this a hard, just a straight up classic par 3 over a relatively softer par 4. Oh, that's like one of those putts where you think because you putt PA3s, you just chinged it and it actually doesn't swing early enough. Just barely. Hole 17, 400 feet, wide open. Slightly downhill once you crest, probably 350. So we're going Firebird SS. Oh yeah, there's the ground play. Get over there. I think we'll be sitting circle's edge. Beauty of a Firebird here. So basically that red Firebird, I think the closest disc that I was throwing to it was my blue Phantom Sword power driver. Some of you might be familiar with. A very straight PD, very similar to the current run of what's Colton Montgomery's, whatever his run from this last year was, the swirly ones. Very similar flight to that, very pushy. And I could obviously continue to throw that, and that's almost maybe just the backup for the red Firebird. But I think hand feel wise, PDs feel great, but the Firebird, I just love it. And that red one's just nuts. It is not, it's an anomaly. We made it to hole 18. This is a kind of a tricky one. I think it's like, what is it, 368? There's 368 and 438. I'm not sure what one it's in. I think it's, let me check UDisc. I'm an idiot. Why am I still so behind on scores? What did I do? Oh my guys, I'm an idiot. So I guess no harm done really, except I probably could have got a birdie. So I wasn't on the right hole for hole 16. I should have been playing the par 4. I played the par 3, got a par, which kind of sucks because I guess I'll just count this as a par, even though you're probably gonna birdie that par 4. It's only 500 feet. Hole 17, got the 2, okay. Hole 18, 438 feet, par 3, super far left down here. You pretty much got to hit this gap and really get it to move. I haven't quite figured this one out. Threw a couple shots earlier, but when we played this hole, it was raining and really windy, so wasn't quite sure. We're gonna go Scorpius. Yeah, it's a tricky line. A3 upshot, get my par. I might jump in. Sit. That should do it. There you have it. One of my new favorite courses in Washington. Maybe even my favorite that I've played so far. Good, simple golf. This course was a pleasure to play. So I had to play it twice today. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. That was so ugly. Pop that bag.
Creator of Frisbee Club, motherfuckers.
The man, the myth.
And right here, I have a frisbee bag. It holds all my frisbees, the ones I like.